Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Elliot, and this is Brittany.
Hello.
Welcome back to This and That Reviews, and this is obviously a review of 8th grade. Spoiler for the movie, it's about a girl in 8th grade. This stars Elsie Fisher as the person that you're going to be following the whole time. And this, we both went into this basically not knowing anything about this movie.
Yeah.
Other than that Bo Burnham directed it. He probably, I think he wrote it as well.
Yes.
Except for the only thing that I knew about the movie was that he specifically wanted Elsie Fisher, the person that he casted, to write the scenes that she's doing the YouTube videos for. So if you look up this movie's on Tubi right now. So if you do want to watch this movie, it's free. And if you just watch the opening scene where she's doing her first YouTube video, that is pretty much quintessential for the rest of the movie. The dialogue,
like the way she's speaking, the like awkward thinking and like feeling very realistic, especially like for like a very young person.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's basically how the movie is. It's that the whole movie is like that level of awkwardness. And I think we haven't talked about this at all.
No.
I mean, like, other than like the mini thoughts that we had while the movie was happening.
Yes.
But like, I felt that even in the scene, it's one of the first scenes where they're going to an assembly. The principal is talking about stuff, and he's expecting like applause breaks, and it being like an 8th grade school, like nobody would applaud this. But if this was a regular movie, everybody would be like, "Oh, that's so cool. It's so funny." Everybody would be like, it would be a cast of characters, a cast of like extras that are all like applauding. Or you know how like when you watch movies and every character at the school dance is dancing?
Like nobody's standing
on the side.
Yeah.
This movie feels so real in that it's so awkward.
Yes, every moment, like you really feel like the painful awkwardness and anxiety she's feeling through the moments, like, and they're also like just the way it's filmed, the way things are framed. There's a moment where like at like the pool party that she was invited to only because like someone's mom made them invite her, and it's just this whole thing. And she didn't want to go, but then she decided to go because anyway, all of that. But like there are moments where you just see her looking in, and like how like familiar it is to be awkward, and like watching all of that happening over there and knowing that like nobody wants you there.
Right.
And like it's actually just much easier for you to stay over here and be seeing this happen.
When you see like a room of people laughing and
like they're all
friends,
interacting with each other
because they're all friends, but they're not your friends.
Yeah, and like you're just there because you're there.
Because your parents wanted you to be there. Both like her mom or the girl's mom, and then her dad, like the main character's dad.
Kayla.
Right?
Kayla. Oh god, Kayla, I think.
You're gonna have to look this up.
Is it bad that I'm just
I don't know. I don't use names in like, you know what's funny is whenever I watch movies now, I don't remember names unless it's like a big part of the movie. Like I'll like if we were reviewing Project Hail Mary, I'm pretty sure other than, you know, like Ryland, I know that his name is Ryland Grace. Yeah, no, it's Ryland Grace. But I'm pretty sure I would just be like, oh yeah, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Like we don't remember Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is one of the most.
I still don't remember watching it.
I definitely showed her this movie. Jungle Cruise with Emily Blunt and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Kayla. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I clarify that I am convinced that Jungle Cruise is the most okay movie I've ever seen. There's nothing inherently bad about it, and it's fine. But there's nothing great about it. There's nothing like memorable about it. It's just an okay movie that if you are bored on a night and you just want to put something on, it's not bad.
Like you watch it on a flight.
Yeah, you can watch part of it on a flight and not feel like you wasted your time. But then as soon as you get off the flight, you'll be like, what did I just watch? And I love that actually happened to you with Jungle Cruise.
I just don't remember anything.
She doesn't remember that we even saw this at all.
No.
Anyway.
Yes.
8th grade.
8th grade.
I would say that it is, like, as a person who, and I said this like multiple times, because it almost feels like a movie that's set up to be like a series of awkward scenes, a series of just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening, or oh my God, this is going to happen. And you just feel tense in every single moment. From the moment that I don't want to spoil like every scene, but I'll do like ones in the beginning, and then it just gets progressively worse.
More awkward.
Where she's kissing her hand, and then her dad walks in,
and she throws her phone,
and then she's eating a banana, and her dad walks in, and you know that like it's just these moments where you know that something is going to happen. Or that she's gonna get caught, or something ultimately bad is about to happen, and then
awkward.
awkward, yeah, and that just progressively happens over the course of the entire movie. Like, you know, like even when she's walking in the aforementioned the pool party, when she's just walking to the house, there's like a drum that's in the background as instrumental.
Yes, you literally said the anxiety
drum. And it's literally a thing that it's a tactic that they would use in a horror movie. And from that point on, I viewed every single one of these scenes as scenes from a horror movie, like a horror movie that you know, like they have that in like the background. It's not like that obvious, but like that's what it's designed. Paradise had that. Paradise episode 1, when he's searching the house, when he realizes that the president has died, it has that like in the background. And it's just subtle enough to where it's supposed to match with your heartbeat, so that you all of a sudden feel anxiety.
Stressed with them.
Yeah.
With him. Also, sorry, spoilers for Paradise Season 1.
Spoilers for Paradise Season 1, Episode 1. The first episode where if you read the title, if you read the description, Xavier Collins finds the president dead. That's not the twist in Episode 1 either.
No. God, that's a great show.
Go watch Paradise.
Yes.
Stop watching this. Stop listening to this. Go watch Paradise. Go watch Paradise. Season 2 is out.
Then come back.
And then come back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I watch a lot of horror movies. It's probably like the one genre that I watch the most. That I will just sit on Tubi and watch really bad horror movies. And every single scene in this movie gave me more anxiety than most horror movies that I've ever seen. And I was trying to figure out another movie that I could compare it to, and I realized while we were watching, if you've ever seen I Love You, I Love My Dad, it's with Patton Oswalt. It's another one of these kinds of movies where every situation in that movie is so awkward.
You physically cringe.
Yeah,
like
that
you feel
you
it.
feel for the characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel how insanely cringe that it is, or how awkward it is. They're watching like a school where she says it's lit.
Oh yeah, it was like a health class video, like talking about
reproductive
reproductive
organs, and she's like, this is gonna be lit, like the teacher, like the old lady.
Painful.
It's just like moments like that, and scenes like looking at your crush on Instagram and then like kissing your hand.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, like passionate music starts playing. Like the music choices are really great in this movie as well. Anyway, you can, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, I also did enjoy it. I felt like constantly like, oh God, this is what 8th grade felt like. Oh God, being that awkward was really like this. Although, like, I found it really interesting. I definitely kept expecting things to get worse when she met the girl who was like a junior, I think. I also feel bad because I can't remember her name.
Spoilers for this whole movie.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, sorry.
No.
But yeah, so I fully just kept expecting it to be
to get worse and worse. Yeah.
Although, like, I mean, I guess like in ways it did.
I mean, I think it goes just far enough to not turn into like an exploitative movie.
Yes.
Where it's just trying to shock you. It doesn't need that to shock you. It goes just before it. Like, because even if we wanted to go back to the pool party, a shock moment that they could have added was somebody like ripping off her bathing suit.
Yeah.
And her running out naked. But like that, they don't need to do that.
Well, and it doesn't feel like they're trying to shock you. They're trying to like portray how awkward it is.
Right. But I'm saying like even in those moments where you think, because I know what you're thinking, or I know what moment you're talking about. Even in those moments, they're not trying to do that. It doesn't, because it doesn't need to.
Yeah, it's not escalation right before. For the sake of escalation.
Yeah.
But like all of it like, I think that scene is fundamental because it's also like part of like the awkward part of growing up where you realize that people are going to start looking at you in ways that you were not prepared for.
When you move from 8th grade to like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm so glad like they didn't have anything happen like physically to her in a way that would just, I mean, it's not like inaccurate, but it also could then venture like into just being exploited, or like we're not trying to make this like a tragedy. We're just trying to show like these are actually all of the weird parts of like growing up and like it like learning that you're just going to have to interact with people who are going to treat you that way.
Right.
That doesn't mean that like every single time that happens, something bad is going to happen, but you have to learn how to navigate that. And that is like a whole skill set that comes with growing up, especially for girls.
Yeah.
So I think that they navigated that like really tactfully and really thoughtfully, but like still showed like the awkwardness and like the pressure of it and like all of the, like I was sitting there just being like, I don't like this. Like I hate this. I hate that this is happening because I know what's about to happen, because she doesn't know what's about to happen because she's in 8th grade. She has no fucking clue.
Yeah.
But like as an adult, I'm watching this and like seeing the what is it? Like the inequality between them. Just like building. And like the opportunity now building. Like, and it started from when they were sitting at the table together. Like that, that's where it started.
Right.
And watching that happen or like reading that and like seeing even how the other guy treated her, he was even worse. Like that, it was so much. And that's also like learning how to like navigate like life with peers who are now much older than like 4 years older than you. You going from being the oldest into school
to like, being the youngest
again. And like the scale is much different. Like 6th grade to 8th grade is not as big of a jump as 9th grade to 12th grade.
Right. Yeah.
Like there's just the magnitude of oh god, I hate that I can't think of the word, but just like how much like social like control he has over the situation.
Right.
And like learning to navigate that and learning that that's now just going to be a part of life is like, that's such a profound way to show it, like a very, and like a not uncommon way.
Right.
That like you have to learn how to do that. So I thought that was handled particularly well.
If it sounds like there's not necessarily a plot, it's because it's not there. There's just like a string of events that like, I feel like are in the backdrop of her YouTube videos, and it's just like a series of, because she does like how to be confident, and how to be how to like put yourself out there, and then goes to the pool party.
Yes.
And she does YouTube videos that don't get a lot of views or at all. Yeah. And that's like this framing device that they have where it keeps cutting through something that she's doing in order to, she gives herself, it kind of reminded me of Onward. Welcome to This and That Reviews, where I talk about movies by comparing them to other movies. It reminded me of Onward, where Onward was a movie about his birthday, and he makes a list for himself of things that he wants to accomplish, and then over the course of the movie, he accomplishes those things, and it's like a list, and that's a checklist movie. And that is it's a checklist movie, and that's the framing device of this, where she has a list of things that she wants to do, and then it intercuts YouTube videos of her saying that she is this. This is how you put yourself out there, but then showing a scene
trying to do the
where she's trying to do the thing that she's teaching, and then it'll show her doing another video of this is how to be confident. You got to go into the room and act, and be confident.
Yeah, just do it until it feels real.
Yeah, and as she's doing it, and it's weird that it's my one thing about this movie. I wanted her at the pool party when she does karaoke, and she's saying to be confident, to have been singing Demi Lovato's Confident in like off key and everybody looking at her weird because it's done over voiceover and you don't really know what she's singing, and it's just her YouTube self talking about how to be confident as she walks into this room and does karaoke in front of these people that probably think that she's weird.
Yeah, she's just that the quietest girl in school. Mm-hmm. Like, it's interesting because like that moment she felt really proud of herself.
Yeah,
and you could see that, but then like it also is interesting in that like it really changed nothing for her socially. Like,
yeah,
like. So you see her working so hard and then like being discouraged but not really being discouraged, and like at the point where she's probably the most down is then where like it picks up with the girl from the high school.
Right.
So like there I would say like it feels and it also works because she gets to know her through a school event. Mm-hmm. So it feels like a natural like inclusion.
Yeah.
And that's also like something that like some schools do, so it doesn't feel too like atypical, and like that's the only thing that like it really works out for her initially, but it's enough to keep her like feeling like it's worth it to continue working on herself.
Yeah,
and like to like learn how to like figure out who she is and who she wants to be by how she treats people. I think it's also interesting that, like, I think the talk with her dad is a really, really important part.
Yeah.
It was so devastating to hear her say that, like, she thought if she had a daughter that was just like her,
that it would make her sad.
It would make her sad to be her mom. And, like, that's just so devastating, but, like, that's such an honest way of, like, portraying that particular feeling about how much she doesn't really like herself that much. And then like they don't lean on the fact her mom's just not there.
Yeah.
But they never like they don't talk about it, so it's not like
how she misses her mom all the time or something. Yeah.
And like you don't know if her mom has died. Like I just assumed like that was probably what happened, but they didn't really say it. Like there was no anything. Her mom just wasn't there.
Oh, I guess he just says like she left us. But that doesn't
that's at the very end.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean because in my mind I thought she like walked out.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Throughout the whole movie, they don't tell you she's just not there.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end and he says, when you're baby and you were a baby and your mom left us, I was so scared. Like that's when you find out that like all of this is happening and her mom left them.
Yeah.
But that's not like that's such a vital part of her growing up and the way she feels about herself. And like I found it really interesting that like they didn't lean on that as a like they didn't use that fact about her to describe her feelings about herself. They let you see how she feels about herself and then find out that that her mom left them.
Right.
And so it lets you put things together I think more honestly. Like you get to know her from her perception of herself.
Yeah.
Rather than as like if you were another adult in this world, you would know this. Like this would probably be a topic that comes up, or like she would know this, and so then they would say, oh, that's the little girl in school whose mother left when she was born.
Right.
We need to make sure to be friends with her because blah, blah, blah. Or like, that's why she's so awkward, or that's why it's this. And you get to learn about her from sort of a patronizing sort of perception rather than like this honest, expressive way, like from herself.
Right.
As an 8th grader, like I think that there's a real like clarity of that perception that we don't often get in films because they usually just lean on the trope of not having a parent.
Of not having a parent, yeah.
I really like how they handled that and how they showed that.
It's just a very different movie than
I like in a very wonderful way.
Yeah.
I think.
It's just if you're tired of seeing 30-year-olds play 15-year-olds in high school.
Patronizing. Sorry, I realized I might have said it weird. Sorry. Anyway.
If you're tired of watching like CW shows where 30, 40-year-olds are playing 15-year-olds in high school, this is like an 8th grader and a bunch of 8th graders playing 8th graders. Like people that look like that are I think are kids. That,
yes, they
like
are,
she
like,
was an 8th grader.
Yeah.
She was an 8th grader when they filmed this.
Yes, and then they also all like, especially in the pool scene, it's interesting because I feel like shows typically like sexualize children's bodies, especially like CW shows where like these kids are supposed to be in like high school,
right.
like this is middle school, but like that's not. It's 1 year difference, like 8th grade to 9th grade, and suddenly now it's like okay to show they get away with it because they're showing adults, but like then that's just like a really weird representation that's like not accurate. Like that's not how you should feel about high school students. So I really like that, like in something where like a gross like terrible film could have handled that scene that way,
right?
They like chose to show them like they are children,
like doing kid things,
and like you see her perception of her peers,
right?
But you don't feel that like the film is not from that. Like it's because like it could have gotten like yucky quickly.
And there's like that tracking shot of you just following her through the pool,
through the like yes, like where she goes in to get into the water, and like then cling against a wall because nobody is talking to her and she's not there with anyone. Because like she doesn't even have one friend. I think that's also like part of it. Yeah. Because if you have one friend and you're just still a lonely person, you have one friend.
Yeah, you can just talk to the one friend,
and you can say like, "Hey, doesn't it suck that we don't have more friends? But like at least we can go hang out together." And then I do like also that she does end up with like an age appropriate friend, who she meets at the pool. Ironically.
Yeah.
But I like that feels like such a genuine interaction in the pool, and then also afterwards, like when they have.
I guess there is a little bit of continuity. Yeah. It's not just a series of scenes. I think I just felt that some of the scenes were just singular scenes. I guess spoiler.
I feel like the thing is like I feel like it feels like school,
where you don't get finality on things. It's just another day.
It's just constantly going on. Like that's how kids feel about school.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to like that for her. It's that way, and then it's all leading up to 8th grade graduation.
Right.
So it's like getting ready for high school. So like it's like the end of that. So we're not getting like a lot of arc because we're seeing the end of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in terms of, and I don't have a big list or anything. I think it might even just be these movies. Just to name drop my secret trilogy. My secret trilogy is oh my god, I was gonna say 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's not 40-Year-Old Virgin. Superbad, Booksmart, and Good Boys. I feel like is a secret trilogy of movies. I feel like Superbad was like the original movie. If you've ever seen Superbad, that's the obvious one. Good Boys is the prequel movie. It's like them as kids. And then you have Booksmart, and it's the girl version. And they're all the same movie. And it's about like these kids going from that are they graduating high school? Or they're all graduating, or I mean
getting ready for graduation.
Yeah. They're like they want to have one last night where they party, and then it's just a night where things go awry. And I feel like it's a secret like trilogy of movies. And if you want to watch like other movies about kids being crazy, but in a strictly comedic way, I think those are good movies. And I think I would totally buy this on Blu-ray or DVD or something to add to that. Like, not to that trilogy, but I mean, like, as, like, the dramatic version of that movie. The dramatic version of, like, kid movies, or, like, in that age, younger,
It was just
like realistic
coming-of-age
coming-of-age stories, yeah.
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 It's a broader category.
I guess, yeah, is what it would be.
Yes. And there's lots of those, but I think that they're not usually handled this way,
Mm-hmm.
which I like.
There's, like, a realism to this one.
Yeah.
That you don't get in any other movie.
Yeah. There's just a, like, very much like a authenticity to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a genuineness.
If you go on Tubi and look up 8th grade, just watch that first scene. And it's a scene that I feel like would never be in a mainstream movie. It's just like her talking to a camera with a whole bunch of ums and uhs and likes. And it's just like the things that people on YouTube edit out of their own videos because they don't want to seem like unprofessional or something. And it's all just in there because she's in 8th grade. And that is what,
That's
and
how
that
they
is,
think and talk.
and that's what this movie is. And if that appeals to you, like, then I think you should watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Any other
good.
closing thoughts?
No.
That's it.
Overall. It was really good.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next video.
Bye.
Bye.